Good, happy Wednesday morning, June 15, 2022. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Wednesday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Wednesday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, police make 19 arrests in connection to hazing investigation at University of New Hampshire fraternity. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds on a dedicated...
Durham police say they have made 19 more arrests, all in connection with that hazing investigation into the Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity at the University of New Hampshire. 10 members were arrested last week, and they say more arrests are expected too. Police launched this investigation after some kind of event at the frat back on April 13th. In addition to these individual misdemeanor charges, the chapter was also charged with student hazing by an institution.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Harmony Montgomery investigation leads law enforcement officers to Manchester home. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds on a
I think the FBI is here, so there's something.
I think there's something here.
They found.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, I think there's something of significance.
Union Street between Orange and Pearl taped off early Tuesday morning. News 9 first on the scene as investigators from Maine, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire stream in starting at 7 a.m. and will be on scene into the night.
I'm a little excited, and not excited in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, we're hoping that we can get some justice for Harmony, and we search. So I don't know if you guys heard, but we search a couple times a week for her.
The intense public interest in the search for Harmony Montgomery drew onlookers and media, but investigators stayed mum, only confirming via press release that this is an effort to find Harmony. The focus is a second-floor apartment where Adam and Kayla Montgomery lived in 2021. Adam had legal and physical custody of Harmony when she vanished more than 2 years ago. A large refrigerator was hauled out of the building, wrapped in plastic, and loaded onto a truck, along with other items wrapped in brown paper. Late in the day, DPW crews arrived and dropped a camera down into a city sewer pipe. FBI agents went into the truck to view the images.
It's awful. It's just horrible. It's sad. It's just, especially when you know them, and you know her. It's not what we want, you want to see something positive come out of this, but it's just tragic.
And late this afternoon, the Attorney General's office announced investigators will remain on the scene here into the night. They expressed gratitude for neighbors putting up with this intrusion and cautioned the public and the media against speculating about items that were moved from that apartment. Monica?
Amy, apparently some people have asked if this search is legitimate or just an attempt by investigators to keep Harmony's case in the spotlight. Do you have any insight into that?
Monica, it's true that over the past 5.5 months, investigators from time to time have agreed to sit down and do interviews just in an effort to keep this story in the public's mindset, not that they necessarily had new information to share. This situation is different. New information came into investigators. They found that information credible because it's from a person very close to the family and this situation, and they decided to act on it.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Vermont State Police searching for Woodstock shooting suspect. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds on a dedicated...
Right now, police are searching for a suspect in a deadly shooting in Woodstock, Vermont. Police confirm one person was killed. They have not given any more details about the victim, and they have told people who live near the shooting scene to stay in their homes and lock their doors. Police say a responding officer was shot at this afternoon, but wasn't hurt.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Mental health training underway for camp counselors across New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds on a dedicated...
Before kids make a splash at camp this summer, counselors are working hard to make sure they have the support to keep their minds healthy.
We had created a program where they would actually train camp counselors to be, aware of and to be able to recognize mental health struggles that a student or a child might be having.
Department of Education Commissioner Frank Edelblue says staff from 10 mental health centers across New Hampshire are working with camps in the community. The funding comes from federal COVID-19 relief money. Training is already underway, and Jody Lubarski from Seacoast Mental Health Center Incorporated says it's been helpful.
Signs and symptoms, being really clear that the intent was not to train them to be a mental health interventionist, but really just to give them foundational skills of things to be aware of. Behaviors, how those behaviors might manifest in young children, and really when it would be appropriate for them to then reach out to their senior camp staff or camp directors to get additional support.
Gina Still with Greater Manchester Community Health says the program helps build a bridge between mental health resources and the community.
The camps do have our folks on site, and they do have somebody to lean on, and they know where to go to. They know that they can say, okay, there's somebody here from the mental health center. I can ask them, how do I get an intake? How do I refer a family? How do I help this family get what they may need?
Still says they've already been able to provide 8 camps with training. Parents can reach out to their child's camp to find out if they're participating in the training. In the newsroom tonight, Marissa Tansino, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Search continues overnight for missing 3-year-old boy in Lowell, Massachusetts. Let's take a listen to that video.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds.
It has been almost 13 hours since that little boy vanished. There is still quite a large police presence here, even though the main search for the night is over. Relatives have been streaming into the area hoping for news, but so far, nothing.
I just can't believe it. It's tough. It's tough, you know?
A father in anguish. 3-year-old Harry vanished, last seen playing outside this home on Frida Street, sparking an intense search by water, ground, and air. Searchers on horseback, ATVs, and bikes, using helicopters, canines, and drones.
Borders the state forest in some areas. Any pools, we searched every backyard, every house that we could search, so we're trying to leave no stones unturned.
Harry was last seen wearing a long-sleeve maroon shirt and gray pants with a white stripe. His mother dropped him off at a babysitter's around 7:30 this morning. At 9:15, a neighbor spotted him playing in the backyard. By 9:30, Harry was reported missing. Roughly 180 police, fire, even cadets searched the wooded area around this Lowell home, neighbors stepping in to help.
Started out by my house down the end of the street, went down into the wetlands. This is Jack. He's helping in the search and rescue. You hear something like this, you gotta get involved. You can't just not.
As night falls, Harry's father worries because the little boy is unable to call for help.
He's a healthy kid, but he can't speak. He's trying to learn how to speak, but he can't talk.
Police say there are no indications of foul play. Again, the large search teams have ended for the night, but they are due back here in the morning. We're live in Lowell. Sean Chiabat, WCBB News Center 5.
Sean, thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Crooks put new twist on law enforcement scam. Let's take a listen to that video from WGAL 8 News.
Hi. A better internet experience is finally here. With Fidium Fiber Internet, you get ultra-fast gig speeds on a dedicated...
You know, law enforcement scams have been around for quite a while. So long, in fact, that scammers have decided to freshen it up a bit to make it seem more realistic. In this scam, you're contacted by someone claiming to be with law enforcement, telling you that your name has been connected to some kind of illegal activity. Scammers then often threaten fines, arrest, or other penalties in an attempt to scare you into immediate action. But here's the new twist. If you're hesitant to respond, the scammers will then offer to text or email you doctored credentials to confirm their identity. The badge is either stolen or has been edited to include a different name. But no matter how convincing the badge or the imposter's story may be, always do your research before acting and responding. If you send these scammers money, they're going to disappear. You won't be getting that money back. Do not give in to pressure. Even if the threats scare you, and they probably will, do not take immediate action. Control your emotions. If you think there's a possibility that you've been contacted by a real law enforcement agency, call that agency directly using a non-emergency number to confirm what you're being told. I'm Brian Roach on your side, WGAL News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.